Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are having Tarun with us. Currently he is working at Ola and he is also running a very good YouTube channel. You can check his channel by clicking on the link. Link is present in the given description. So in today's video, we will do one mock interview with Ola engineer. So please watch this video till the end. And if you haven't subscribed our channel, then you can subscribe this, and also like target for this video is 100 likes. So hello Tarun, how are you ready for interview?
Hi. Yes, sure.
Okay, so I have
I am
already
ready.
given you a one Google Doc link. Can you open that link and share your screen?
Yes, sure.
So Tarun, I am pasting one question. Meanwhile, you can give your introduction.
Okay. I am Tarun Khandagre, working as a software engineer in Ola. Right now, I also do a YouTube channel where I support students by giving interview experience to them and lots of useful information I share with them related to his life and college life and lots of other things also.
Okay, that's great. Uh, so can you elaborate your experience, like where you worked previously, where you did internship kind of thing?
Yes. So this journey started in 2019. I done the internship with Cognizant, and full time
Okay.
also I did in Cognizant 1 year. Then I came to Ola here. Right now I am
That's
working in
great.
that.
Okay, so are you compatible in data structure and algorithm questions?
Yeah, sure.
Yes. So I have pasted one question in the given document. Please read this question thoroughly, and if you have any doubt, then feel free to ask this. And I have also pasted an input output, so please refer this for your help.
Okay. So there
So do
are
you have
some
any
houses.
question regarding this question?
No, I am just watching right now.
Okay, and can you zoom your screen a little bit so that our viewer can control plus simple.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you. Yes, go ahead.
In that question, there is a houses given. So what question wants is we can rob any houses except the neighbors one, and the houses are arranged in a circle, like circular order. Is
Yes.
it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have any question regarding constant and anything?
uh like what is the range of that array? I want to know
Uh,
what is the constraint, like.
so you want to know that what will be the constant, like array length, that nums array that
Yeah,
will be
yeah.
get.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
So you can consider this 100, and the
Okay,
range a number will be lie between 0 to 1000.
okay.
Yeah.
So firstly I will explain. Suppose I will take 2, I will neither take 3 or neither take 2, because when we arrange like 2, 3 and 2, so in the circular order 2 neighbor is 2 also and 3 also, so we can't take, if we take 2 we can't take 3 or 2 also. So output is like we have to find the maximum amount of money by robbing the houses, and
Yes.
uh, the neighbor house should not be considered,
Yes.
right?
And also this is in a circular manner.
Yes, it is also in the circular manner.
Yes. You're right.
So what I am thinking in that question is like, we can break the problem into two part.
Okay.
Suppose, so suppose on the first case, we break the problem into like that. We considered, suppose the num length is 3, okay, and length is 3. So in the first part, I considered as 0 to 2 length or 1 to 3 length. You got it? Right?
Yes, yes,
First,
got it.
in the first part, I am taking 2, 3, and in the second part, I am taking 3, 2.
Yeah, you're right.
And why I am taking this? Because it is a circular manner. So we have to reduce that problem. Otherwise, it is very complicated if we try to do on the circular thing.
Yes.
So what I can do is I create a 2 DP arrays for storing the first part and storing the second part. And in the first part, it is giving the maximum amount of money which we can rob from the houses, and in the second part is also giving the maximum amount of money. So with the help of 2 DP arrays, we can find the maximum amount of money which we can rob from the houses.
Okay, so you are using DP here. So can you explain why you are using DP?
Because it's a recursion question. Without recursion, we can't do it, because we have to make 2 choices here.
Yeah.
The first choices we have to make is like we consider the first element or we considered the second element. And if we considered the first element, we can't consider the second element, or the left one also we cannot consider, and the right one also we are not consider.
Yes, you are right. So you can start
Yes.
writing code for this.
Okay, sure.
So which language you are comfortable?
Yeah, C++. I am
Okay,
doing in C++.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Go ahead. Just consider a function where you will get a nums array. That's it. No need to write any min and min anything. Just make a function and take argument as nums, a vector.
Okay, sure. Firstly, I have to tell one thing. There is a base case in that question. Suppose there is a one element.
Okay.
So we don't have to check. We just return it, because
Yeah.
array contain only one element. And if there is a 2 element, then we have to check between the 2 who is greater. So
Maximum
that house
of
we can
first and
rob
second, yes.
or return it. So that 2 base cases we are considering right now. This is the first base cases.
Okay.
Oh, what happened? Oh, this is the second base case in which I am comparing both 2 values and take the max of it. And now, if the value is greater than 2, the array length is greater than 2. So I created 2 DP arrays of, firstly I calculate the length of array. So I created 2 DP array of linear length, a DP1 or DP2 of n-1 length, because suppose I am considering 0 to n-1 element in the first part, and in the second part I am considering 1 to n. That 2 part I am trying to do. So if the array length is n, so my DP length is n minus 1.
Okay.
I am neglecting one element every time.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So for the first calculation, firstly I have to calculate DP1 array. So if the DP1 array length is 0, means array length is also 1. So I am considering as one element. So it is a base case for DP1. And if our array length is 2, so DP1 would be max of nums of 1 comma nums of 0. So here what I am writing is, if the array length is 1, so I push that 2 into my DP 0th index. If the array length is 2, so I will push take the max of this and push the DP1 on the DP1 array. Okay. Then I try to compute from the 2 till n minus 1. What I do here I made a two choices. Suppose if we consider the array index second, suppose if we consider 3, okay, so we not consider 1, we not consider 2, but we consider here 1, the 0th index. So what I do, I take the 3 plus a DP of I minus 2, means I take the 1 and make the combination, and here I excluded the DP I minus 1, means 2. I excluded because it is a neighbor. Using that calculation, we'll calculate our DP of I2, and according to that, all the values are considered, or one part is completed for DP of 1. So we have the value for DP of 1. Now we try to do on DP of 2. For DP of 2, on 0th index, we write nums of 1, because I said in the earliest part of video, for the first DP1, we consider from 0 to n minus 1.
And here you're considering 1 to n. Okay, fine,
yes,
go ahead.
Yes. Here I am consider 1 to n. The same calculation I have to do here also, but considered from 1. Okay. Take the max of comma nums of 2. And again, using for loop, we can do the remaining calculation. For the DPI of 2, sorry, by mistake, here is DP of 1. So for DP of I of 2, we consider max of
Why you have written n minus 1?
Where?
You have to take I equal to 2 to n minus 1.
Yeah, I am taking that.
But
because
you are
because here
Okay,
I
okay,
am
fine.
putting
Okay, fine.
I
Okay, go
plus
ahead.
1.
Okay, okay.
Okay, you got it.
Yes, yes, I got it.
Suppose n length is 5. So n minus 1
Yes,
is
yes, I
4.
got it. Go ahead. Yes.
Okay. Okay, sure. So using this, we do the calculation and we got maximum value at the last index of dp of I of 2 and dp of I of 1 also. Here dp of I of 1 it is. Okay.
Okay.
And here also it is 2. I forgot that. And here also it is 1 and 1. Okay, now it is fine. So in the dp of I of 1, we calculate the first part in which we consider 0 to n minus 1 values, and for that in the dp of 2 we consider 1 to n. Okay.
Okay.
Suppose n length is 5, so we consider 0 to 3 element. Here
Yes,
I
yes,
am talking
you
about
can.
index. Okay.
Yes, yes, I got it. Like I got your explanation. So go ahead.
Yeah, sure. So we got our 2 dp arrays with maximum value.
Okay.
We can write down.
Yes, yes, you can write down.
Okay. So directly we can return the last value, max of last value of 2. Means firstly we considered the two parts, right? So using that two parts, 2 dp arrays,
Max
we
of
find the
last value
maximum
of both
value.
the DP, right?
Yeah, both the dp.
Yeah. So yes, write this. I have one question, like why you have made this two array? You can simply call one function. Like I got your approach, but I have some improvement for code quality because you are not
Okay.
writing like you can reduce the number of line of code. Also, you can reduce the space complexity. Like here you can say that we are using 2DP. So we can
Yeah.
simply use one array and we can make one function and there we can pass and simply from the function we can return the last value.
Okay. You want like a constant space,
No, no,
right?
I don't want like yes, you can also make this in constant space. But what I am saying that you as you are writing two for loop, you can call one function. You got my
Okay.
point. And in that function, what you are doing in the both the case, just your parameter one varies from 0 to n minus 1 and another one varies from 1 to
Yeah,
n,
that
right?
thing I got it. What you are saying, create one function and put the generic code in that and call
Yes.
from the indexes,
Yes,
right?
yes. In this way, you can reduce the number of line of code and you can make your function
Yeah,
reusable. Don't write same code again and again. What I will recommend
yeah,
here.
yeah. Yes, sure, sure.
So you can
Yeah,
improve the
that
code
would be
quality for
better.
that.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can improve the code quality. Also here you are writing 2DP. You can simply make one array in that function and at that point of time you are not creating two array. So that will be that will be more readable. Also the code quality is much better. Okay, and one more thing. Every time you just need two state. DP of I minus 1 and DP of I minus 2, right?
Right.
So why are you storing every state? You can simply reduce to O of one time complexity.
Yeah, we can reduce in a constant space also, like
Yes,
create
yes.
two variable in storing it,
Yeah.
because we are considering just last two values only.
Yes. So
Based
can you
on that, we
modify
calculate.
this code?
Yeah, sure. Can I write down or remove this?
You can simply modify this one only.
Hmm. So we have to remove all because I am trying to do using a
Don't
variable.
remove all. Simply like
Okay.
you can simply make two variable, and in place of dp of I minus 2 you can simply put the second variable, and dp of I minus 1 you can put first variable. And every time you can initialize second by first, and initialize first by the given value.
Okay.
Initialize first and second like dp of 0 and dp of 1. Don't by
Yeah,
0.
sure, sure.
I think you're missing something.
Can I?
Second will second pointer will
What?
be maximum of first and second, right? Like dp of I
Yeah,
of
yeah.
1.
That is okay. But can I remove this DP code?
Yeah, you can remove if you want, but you can simply modify this also.
But there is no need of DP array then.
Yes, yes. You can remove this dp array. I am talking about this for loop one.
Yeah, for loop is fine.
You can check second pointer. You are missing something.
Yes, 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 yes. Here, what we have to do, take the first value and the second value it can consider. Take the third one and first can do it. Create one variable temp, and inside that for that also, and this also, the first second. Okay, here it is comparing both two. So second will consider maximum and first will consider the one element. Okay, for the temp can consider and the first. Okay, second will temp and
Think about the
temp here.
second. This will be maximum. Yes.
Second will temp. Yeah, so
One more
I
thing you are
think
missing. Yes.
max of nums of I comma first comma second.
Yes. One more thing.
Okay.
You are
I'm missing
initializing
anything?
first by temp and second by temp. First will be second, right?
Oh, sorry.
No, not about second. Check out first.
Yeah, first by second and second by temp. Yeah, right. Okay, now it's fine, I think. And return the second one.
No, you will check one more for loop. You are having one more for loop below.
Yes.
Yes, now you will do that. You will apply the same change in the below for loop as well, and then after you will return the maximum of
Yes,
second of
it will
both.
also consider like two parts, right?
Yeah, but you can make one function. Inside that function, you can pass value, like from where to where you have to
Yes,
move this.
that I got it. Here we can pass like start and then
Yes,
end
yes,
and
yeah,
call
but
that
yeah, I
function from
got
the
your
above
point. Like
parameter.
you will be able to improve this. So let's end this interview here only. So hopefully our viewer got to know about how actual interview looks like and what are the things that we should take care of. Like during the interview,
Yes.
not only we should take care of the question, we should also take care of the code quality. Like here you have written perfectly perfect solution. Your solution will pass all the test cases. But if I will consider this as a code quality, then there is some room of improvement. So like you can make one function, in that function you can pass start and end. So in that case you can make your code reusable, and also you are reducing the line of code. What happens in
Yeah,
case of
yeah,
actual
right.
production, we have around 10,000 is like millions of line of code. So there
Right, right,
our
right.
main aim is also like to reduce the lines of code.
Trying to make a
That's why,
generic function where we can use more, right?
yeah. So, and also we should take care of the space. Like what happens, while we are practicing at the competitive programming or lead code, in that case we generally ignore the space, but in the interview space also matters. So please try to
Matters, right?
focus on, yes, space also. um,
Yeah.
so like I want to end this session here, but before ending the session, I want to ask from Tarun, so do you want to suggest something to our viewers? Like most of our viewers are like first year, second year, third year students. So what are the three things you want to say to our viewers?
बस अच्छे से पढ़ाई करो और
Yeah.
दूसरी चीजें डेटा स्ट्रक्चर पे फोकस करो बहुत अच्छे से। और तीसरी चीज मैं ये सजेस्ट करना चाहूंगा कि कोड थोड़ा अच्छे से लिखो, थोड़ी प्रैक्टिस करो कोड शेप पे, और ट्राइंग टू डू डेवलपमेंट ऑल्सो, क्योंकि आजकल क्या हो रहा है कि डीएस ही लोग बहुत ज्यादा कर रहे हैं, डीएस का ट्रेंड टाइप का आ गया है 2-3 ईयर्स में, बट डेवलपमेंट उनको नहीं आता है। तो इसमें प्रॉब्लम ये होती है जब कंपनी में जाते हैं तो वहां पे डीएस यूज नहीं हो रहा होता है।
सही बात है,
सो
बिल्कुल
डीएस
सही बात
इंपॉर्टेंट है पर आपको डेवलपमेंट भी आना चाहिए। सो इस पे
है।
भी थोड़ा फोकस करके चलना जरूरी है। बस यही एडवाइस है मेरे तरफ से कि अच्छे से पढ़ाई करो।
And Tarun, please ask from our viewers that like and subscribe this channel. Yeah.
यस यस, श्योर श्योर।
Okay.
लाइक कर देना यार चैनल को सब लोग, ठीक है?
Okay, and please subscribe this channel also. So that's all about this video. Thank you so much. And in future, I will brought more people and I will do lots of more mock interviews. So please subscribe this channel. That's all. Thank you so
या
much.